What's going on, everybody?
That's
How
a
you
fun
doing?
one. Yes.
Yeah, that was Foo Fighters doing Run, Rudolph, Run.
Yeah, I was feeling
Bam!
that.
Perfect for the holidays.
Yep.
And Cynthia, what's going on, everyone, before we get started?
Yeah.
I'm Drew,
I'm Kat.
and this is Party, Prayer, and Punk Rock.
Yes, it is.
Bam.
Yep, we had Thanksgiving.
We
did
did.
come on a little bit and tell you guys hi, happy Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving, but we still feeling that grateful, thankful feels in this house here, and I think we're gonna talk about Jesus this morning.
Yeah.
And gratitude and thankfulness.
Thankfulness with Thanksgiving and everything, you know? And just sort of some things that sort of came to us, that, you know, that we saw about Thanksgiving and just kind of what we thought was relevant.
Yeah.
You know?
Totally.
So.
And some scripture. And I was saying this morning when we were coming home from church. I'm like, you know, to feel gratitude every day, not just like the week of Thanksgiving, you know? Like,
Yeah.
we should talk about gratitude more. I think it is so very important, and you'll read in scripture, and I'll elaborate after you read because I don't want to take it away from what the scripture says, but it's definitely a come to Jesus moment for me, and just to like be sincere in gratitude.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a few verses that talk about it, like in Psalm 107:1, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, his love endures forever. Colossians 3:15, you know, let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, since as members of one body you are called to peace, and be thankful. And then there was one in 1 Thessalonians that we liked. I was going to open up the book for it. I should have had it ready.
When you feel peace, it is so wonderful that I think you're drawn to thankfulness. When
Yeah.
you're feeling his supernatural peace that comes from, like, you know it isn't you. Like, whoa, I am, like, when people pray for me, for example, when I was doing my exam, I could feel the prayers. Like, I felt a supernatural peace that was not mine.
Yeah.
And thankfulness, I feel, is the next feeling that tends to come.
Yeah, it says here in 1 Thessalonians 5, 16 through 18, rejoice always, pray continually, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus.
That's hard.
Yeah, it is, you know, but like it was saying, or like we were reading before, you know, once you kind of get yourself in a rhythm, you know, because, yeah, that is hard, you know, you think about, like, when it's good, you know, yeah, oh, Lord, thank you for that extra bonus money or that promotion at work or my kids doing well in their tests or whatever, you know, those are kind of easy things, you know, but it's those trials that he puts us through and the tribulations, you know, when we're tested, you know, and that's when we're asked to, like, okay, Lord, thank you for putting this in my life to allow me to figure out a way to persevere through this problem, or, you know, and it gives you more of a steady and a sturdy foundation on which to pray, you know, like you kind of find yourself praying in every situation, whether it's good or bad, and being thankful for it. I mean, that really does sort of
And if you
train your soul, you know?
Yes. Good job. Yes.
Thank you.
Preach
Thank
it.
you. You
Preach
like
it,
that?
baby.
Train your soul.
Church today, bringing us to church. I love it. And when you start talking about, hey, Lord, I cannot believe, like, what, something dramatic, just something crazy happens, like off the wall. How do you say thank you for something, like, you know, just so crazy bad that could be happening in someone's life? How do you possibly say thank you? And I think that a part of it is just aligning with God and his presence, which is thankfulness, which is grace and peace, and kind of getting out of the fearful emotion and that like mad and angry emotion, and like kind of switching to sitting in his peace and allowing him to comfort you in those horrible moments in your life.
Yeah.
And then being in thankfulness to be understood and seen and held in those moments. That is the thankfulness. And then to eventually, in God's timing, see how he has been interwoven through your sadness and your traumas and whatever it is you're going through. You know, that's how you can, like, I can feel the thankfulness in my sadness and traumas. You know, knowing he's a golden thread of goodness.
And like it says, you know, your thankfulness shouldn't be determined based on the fluctuation of good and bad experiences. That it
Yeah.
shouldn't be, oh, not right now, Lord. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, not right now.
Yeah.
It should be a steady flow regardless of the situation you're in. I think that's kind of interesting. It shouldn't fluctuate
It's the
depending
correct
on your
joy.
circumstances.
Yes, it's feeling the correct joy. Be joyful
Right,
in all circumstances.
and that's where that training, or really just kind of
It's in alignment with.
yeah.
the
I mean,
Spirit.
just you have to really just sort of reaffirm yourself every day. A lot of
Yeah.
the times. I mean, it's just sort of a constant thing that we as humans have to do because we by no means are
Otherwise-
perfect.
Yeah. I know I could rabbit hole so much further down this. Definitely. I
Right.
think there is so much to talk about.
Well, and I mean, you just need to be thankful in any and everything, whether it's the circumstances that you're in right now or just the small things, I mean, you open up, like I open up my side of the closet and I've got a number of different shirts I can wear, or, open up a drawer and there's a number of different pants or shorts or underwear, socks, whatever,
Yeah.
And I mean, there's a lot of people, shoes, hats. I mean, there are people out there that
Toothbrush,
don't even
toothpaste.
have that to choose from. You know what I mean?
This is just the
And so
physical
it's a small,
stuff.
yeah, and it's just like the things that we always take for granted. I mean, we need to be
Heat.
thankful in every situation. Yeah,
Hallelujah.
having if we're cold, we can go inside the house and enjoy the heat.
Because we are cold, just so you know.
In
It
the
is
garage.
cold in the garage right now. But
I am
we're
not thankful
let-
that we don't have air conditioning or heat in the garage.
Yeah.
But no.
Maybe when we have a bigger
But I am grateful.
home and a way coop, we'll have like a podcast room. one
Well, and
day.
whether we do or not, I mean, I'm still thankful for what we are able to do.
I was trying to dream. Church today was about dreaming.
Mm.
What's your dream? What's your dream? That's from Pretty Woman.
Oh boy, here we go. Circles around to Seinfeld or Pretty Woman. They're thinking of making a sequel. I heard talks that they want to make a sequel.
With Julia Roberts?
Yeah, like Richard Gere and
Yes.
Julia Rogers. Rogers.
That would make so much freaking money. They would be so smart to do that.
I don't know. What's the story behind it?
I don't know.
Like, do they have kids and the kids are doing the same thing now? Is that what happens?
I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, that would be good. But it would have to be written properly. I mean, you have a lot of shoes to fill.
Yeah.
A lot of girls my age in their 40s love Richard Gere and
That was
the
a very
whole
odd,
deal.
like
know.
tender-hearted prostitute story.
Movie. Yeah, it's about redemption.
It's like a Cinderella story, really. You know?
Yeah, and redemption.
Yeah.
And we all have made mistakes. My goodness.
Just based on the streets of LA.
We all need forgiveness.
Yeah.
All right.
But anyway.
Well, yes. So, also, just a side note, kind of happened a while ago because we've taken a hot second to come back here. The Tyson fight on Netflix. I want to talk about that before we go into the movies and the TV reviews.
Sure.
I guess technically that's TV review. Technically.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
it was on
Netflix.
Netflix, and I guess to be on Netflix, it has to be a scripted show.
That was so sad. I did not know that. I'm kind of glad I didn't know that until after.
Yeah.
But it was cool. I know that it's like fake. But so was wrestling, like The Rock and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I wish you know what I did like about it? I like that he was like, yeah, let's give it up for Tyson. And he was like really sweet to him at the end. I mean, if it's going to be scripted.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
glad
know.
that he turned out to be nice.
I think it
but-
turned a lot of people off and ended up being more fake than they thought it'd be. I mean, honestly,
Got a lot of
I did
hits.
not think that Tyson. I mean, I guess money rules all at the end, but I
That
didn't
he
think
would,
he
like,
was
sell
one.
out like
yeah,
that.
exactly. I really didn't see something like that, but
Makes me
of course,
sad.
this is all alleged. It's all hearsay.
Oh.
I mean,
Did
the
TMZ say it was
well,
true?
so who's like? I think the boss. Yeah, right. Yeah, let's go to our source. No, I know that like the boxing confederation or something like that was saying something about
Like he can't
like
play.
they're
He can't
they're
box now
suspended for a
while.
year and yeah, and then like Netflix was being sued, but Netflix is being sued by some guy in Florida or something like
what?
that because he couldn't get like the fight properly, like the signal
was-
kept going in and
signal was
out and
bad.
everything, and so he was trying to say that it was like falsified representation production,
Yeah.
something other. It was like ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, it was kind of cool. I mean, the one thing I honestly did like about the fight is we all were like hanging out together.
Yeah, it was
No one was
fun.
even on a phone.
Yeah,
it was
watching all
was,
the kids.
Yeah,
and stuff, and now Jack wants to box.
yeah.
He's super into it.
I didn't think it was funny though. Like 5 seconds into the fight, Amelia's like, fake. It's fake.
She did?
Oh, yeah. She was like calling it the whole time. I'm like,
Oh.
yeah, whatever, dude. I don't think so. Tyson wouldn't do that. Yeah. I'm like, man, she must have known something.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. I sub 5th grade. And
Right.
she's in 6th.
They watch enough
but they
YouTube
are
videos.
like all, yeah. They all sound the same. They all say the same things.
Right.
You know,
It's
they all,
pretty
yeah. And they all are listening to rabbit hole conspiracy theories online
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, in between the fight stuff.
Yeah. So, moving on.
Moving on.
Movie time, baby. We did see.
Yeah, since it's been a
quite
minute,
bit.
we had quite a few movies, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
we saw Red 1, which is still out in the theaters, and that's the one with Chris Evans and The Rock.
Rock.
And
Speaking
Santa's
of wrestling.
kidnapped. Yeah. Santa's kidnapped, and so The Rock and this bounty hunter, I guess, that Chris Evans is, have to team up to find Santa.
Gosh, it's been so long. I kind of have forgotten.
Forgotten what it's.
Yeah.
It was okay.
You
I
didn't
mean,
like it.
I mean, it's portrayed as like a Christmas sort of action comedy. I think it was more just like a Christmas action film. I think the comedy kind of fell flat. I mean, there'd be those lines that they would say, and there's supposed to be a pause before the next scene to like allow for the laughter, I think.
Yeah.
And there was like no laughter. You know,
Yeah,
I mean, there were a
right,
few of
right.
those just dry lines.
Yeah.
It was just like, okay. But the action was okay. I mean, it was an okay movie, but I don't know. I think they touted it out to be something a lot bigger than it actually was.
They wanted it to be like an elf or something that like sticks. You
Yeah,
know?
and to me, it was like a Netflix movie special.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like some of the
guess.
production wasn't like all there.
I
You
don't.
know?
I mean, I could see your point in all those things, but I think I just enjoyed it for its cuteness.
Sure.
And its
Yeah, I mean, it's a
funness.
Christmas movie,
And it's,
you know.
I enjoy The Rock. I think he's cool. I follow him on Instagram. He's super cute with his kid. Like, I just like him. I think he's awesome. I'm a big Moana fan, you know, like just all the things. So I had a different experience with it. I
Sure.
thought it was really good.
Because you're in love with him. That's fine.
I'm not in love with it. I
I'm
just,
joking,
you know,
I'm joking.
I think he's a really good, you know, person for our kids to look up to.
Sure.
And Jack totally looks up to him. Jack really loves him, which makes me, you know.
Sure.
Like
No, yeah,
him,
yeah.
too.
Exactly.
And, you know, it's so fun to have a new, like, Christmas movie that sticks, that's a go-to. Because you get
Yeah, we'll see if
through
it
the
does.
season, like, you
know?
watch all of them, and then you're like, you need more. Like,
Yeah.
like I'm
Because it's
excited-
always, which are great, but it's always Christmas Story, Christmas Vacation, and Elf. Those three
Yeah.
are always there, as
But
well
Elf
as
came later.
as well as A Christmas
It's a
Carol,
Wonderful
and It's a Wonderful
Life.
Life, and you know, of course.
All the animated ones.
Yeah.
Charlie Brown.
Yeah, see, I want to watch
Charlie Brown.
Christmas.
I know. I ruined Jack on Charlie Brown when he was little, and now he doesn't want to hear it because they were like snotty with the mom or something, and I was like, oh, I don't want him watching it. It was like 3. Now he won't ever watch it. He's got a bad
Wah, wah,
taste
wah, wah.
in his mouth. So now we don't really watch it, and I feel bad for you. We should
Poor
just watch
Snoopy.
it.
Yeah, we should. I'm going to.
Okay.
In fact, I'm going to go right now.
I know, we should. And bake cookies.
Speaking of The Rock,
Moana
you
2.
went and saw Moana 2. I did not see this one. You went with Jack and saw it. It was a
He
special
asked for it.
mother-son date.
Yep.
Yes.
He asked for that. I said, can Daddy go? He goes, I just want it to be us.
Like, no.
Yeah. Oh. So it was really
And
special.
I was like,
We
really? Okay, one less musical I got to see? That's fine.
Yeah. I'm
No.
sure you were so brokenhearted. And I'm sure it'll be out on Netflix like soon.
It'll be on Disney.
Or Disney, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But for me, he thought it was really good and really, really liked it. I don't know if he liked
Was
it
it
more
better
than
than the first one? I
He
mean, what did
said-
you think? Well, from a kid's perspective, he said what? From a
He
kid.
said that he thought it was better, but I am nostalgic and like the original because it has history of
Did it have
snuggle
better
time with my
songs
kid.
or kind of?
The first one I like better because I know all the songs and I can sing them all. So it's like you don't really like change. You're like when you're nostalgic.
Right.
So
No,
I
for
like-
sure. I mean,
I like
unless
the
it was
O-
worth changing
I
for
like
because it
the
was that
OG.
good.
I like
you know?
the OG. I like that there was a similar story. I like the relationship between Moana and Maui. Grandma shows up and like helps the sister out. You know, helps the granddaughter out.
Is it the same kind of story as
They
the
are
first one?
Yeah.
That's a problem with sequels, that they
They
tend to
just kind
usually
of-
just kind of do the same
They
story.
do a similar thread. Like she has to go and find something and recover it, and then people are freed. You know.
Does an island wake up and kick another island's ass?
No.
No? Dang it.
And there was no Tafiti reference or repeat.
That was the island lady,
Yeah.
Tafiti or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the volcanic monster
Yeah, exactly.
became this beautiful. But
Or that was her that went back to her or whatever.
She became that
right,
again. Yeah. But it
I
was
like
beautiful.
the first one. I did like the first one.
You know, having to compare, I'm gonna go always with the OG because I love it. And
One thing I do like about those movies, not to cut you off, is the special effects, the way they make the water look and everything.
and her
that
hair
just looks
blowing.
So real.
I know, you're right.
It's amazing.
And
how
the
they do that.
water's back and like helping her out, and she's got a sister that she's teaching and growing.
Which is, did you know that is the Rock's daughter
No.
that did the voice?
No.
Yeah, I guess they needed a voice, and he'd asked his daughter. It was like, it was on Extra or TMZ or something.
It's gonna make me cry.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, now I kind of like the second one more.
Uh-oh. See, this is why I read the reviews.
So cool. Oh man.
Well, yeah. So it
both,
was
I
still.
love them both.
Yeah.
I love them both. It was good. It was good. And
Is
she's
it worth
bigger.
seeing in theaters?
Sure.
I'm sure.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
For the
because it's
special
the
effects
animation.
and-
You
yeah.
sure? Yeah. It's an A+ for me, or 4 out of 4.
4 out of 4.
Yeah.
4 stars out of 4 stars.
Yeah.
Cool.
So was the first one for me.
Right on.
Close to my heart.
Well, speaking of sequels.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Bam.
Good transition.
Thank you. Gladiator 2. We went and saw.
This is similar to my feels on Red 1 with you.
Which
You did
was-
not like it as much, and I thought it was awesome.
I mean, look, the battle sequences, like the opening battle sequence, and then the fights and stuff that they have inside
Yeah.
the arena, they're well done. There's
Yes.
there's a little bit more like the special effect, like the riding on a rhino or whatever stuff. Like
Yeah.
there's a little bit more to me because they had those like the tigers in the first
Yeah.
movie. Like those are special effects, but man, it looked real.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it just looked like they almost like swiped at him, Or this one, it kind of like okay, they kind of and then. At one point, everything was
You
an
thought it
ocean.
didn't look real?
Well, just like the way the special effects have been made today.
Yeah.
It just didn't seem like as
Quality?
as quality as they probably could have. It seemed like we've only got this much money left, so let's we're gonna have to tone down on the rhino or something. I don't know.
I did not see that, but okay.
Whatever. But to me, like all those like battle sequences, I mean, they're great. They're really
yeah.
good. But it was like the same story as the first one. It didn't have any difference at all. And it didn't like use the same story and then build off it really.
And it didn't tell you he was going to be the son of Russell Crowe in the first one.
Yeah.
And so,
spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
I mean, not that they don't really tell you at the beginning of this
tell you
movie,
right away.
but I mean, it's like
They tell you right away, and it's probably better to go in knowing that so that you feel better about how it's like just thrown at you and not really emotionally connected to the situation. Now, in all fairness, I had forgotten number 1, so this is why I think number 2 is better because it's the one I remember right now.
And I think Denzel Washington did a good job.
Yeah,
but I think the characters in the first one were a lot better than the characters in this one. And even like the 2 kings or emperors or whatever they were. One's like all wily and crazy, the guy from Stranger Things that played Eddie or whatever.
Yes.
And then the other one just sort of like sits there like a mute. It was just very I don't know. It was very
But Eddie
weird.
from Stranger Things, whatever that actor's
He did a good
name
job,
is, did a very good job.
But it felt like they were in separate movies.
You hated him.
Yeah, it just felt like you were watching separate movies. He's like, and he's just like, yo, I want a Triscuit. I don't know. It's just like weird.
I'm gonna play with my monkey.
Right, yeah. Literally.
He like ordained a monkey.
As part of his like
chaplain and or whatever.
Yeah, it was very strange.
Cabinet.
But I mean, for the holidays and like for the holidays.
For like a crazy action movie, it was
and
very
theater,
violent.
It was violent. Yep,
Yeah.
it was. But that and it followed the same formula. It was in the first Gladiator. There's a big battle. And then there's the little story, and then he gets captive, and then goes into the slavery, and that was the same thing with this one. It was a big battle at the beginning, and then da-da-da-da-da, and, I don't know. It was okay. It was all right.
I like the
I give it
actor
like
who
2.5 out of 4.
Who's the actor? Wow, yeah. I give it like a 3.5. I liked it. It was entertaining to me. The actor who played the main character.
The main Maximus's son or whatever. The
stepdad, I guess.
Pedro Pascal, the Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian. because I like the Mandalorian and how he's played that character, I enjoyed this movie.
Yeah.
Because of.
And they had like a little complicated relationship with. It was kind of odd because it's sort of like he's the bad guy, but he's not.
But
and,
not. And
you
they
know.
didn't want to like kill each other, and they tried not to kill each other. And he took a crazy. I won't give the whole story.
Yeah,
I'm like telling
but he had a good
story,
little
but,
battle sequence and all that stuff.
I mean,
too.
to me that was emotional. Like I was able to connect to like different parts of the movie. I didn't think it was like the emotion was not left out for me.
Right.
Did the first one bring lots of emotion?
Yeah, I mean, well, but there was an emotional tie with Russell Crowe's character and his wife and child, which were murdered by Joaquin Phoenix's Emperor. So that's why he was so hell bent on getting this guy, you know.
Gotcha.
But there was that's where it kind of ran, you know, and then obviously the sister who's in the second one, she had loved him. You know, even though he was married, you know, but it was a past relationship. But that's where the whole thing with the son comes in. And
you're
it's
like, how'd that even happen?
How did that? Yeah, because like his son's like practically the same age it was killed. So you trying to tell me that he cheated on his wife?
Oh.
And, you know, I mean, it's pretty much the way it would have been,
that.
right? Yeah, it's just kind of like, what they push that, you know?
Okay. Do not like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
But, you know, hey. That's just my
because
opinion.
now you like don't have integrity for him because he like could have cheated on his wife. Like it makes you not want to like him anymore.
And now it's Maury Povich all over.
Yeah. All right.
You are not the father. I knew I was not the father. Off with your head. And I killed you, Maury, too. You think I did it? Okay, the other sequel that I saw was Smile 2. Mm-hmm. And I will say this was far better than the first Smile.
I will not watch it.
You won't watch them.
Nope.
And you know what? There's probably a good reason for that. Because this one was pretty violent. It had its moments. It had a really good creepy factor. Like the dancers, like you see in the trailer.
Yeah, if you look
and
at
there's
the
a
trailer,
whole sequence of that where they're doing it and you're just
down,
like, oh
the
my
mirror.
gosh. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's creepy. Like all that like weird body crawling at you stuff. Especially if there's like long hair and the head's like twisted, like that one movie with the black hair and the lady's like crawling at her. Ugh.
The Ring.
Like
The Ring.
whenever they like crawl at the camera.
To me, it was like Paranormal Activity, where you just see like just the girl sort of walking fast at the girl, like not, you know what I mean? You're just like, oh, geez, dude. Yeah, like this movie. Like it was really well done in the sense that like like it just has a really big twist. Because like what you're seeing isn't necessarily like
don't believe.
Like in the first one she was going crazy a little bit and like her friends and family around her seeing her sort of wig out and you see sort of this little flash of things that she's going through. Yeah. It's almost like this whole movie is what she is going through.
Gotcha.
You know, so like you're seeing it from her side, so what's really happening might
like
not be
trip.
happening, but it might be, but it's not. Yeah, I think they did and that's what I mean by like they built on the sequel, like from the first one. You know, like they, you know, obviously it's got the same story about this, you know, creature that goes through. Yeah,
creature,
you know,
demon creature.
That goes through people through trauma. They witness a traumatic event and it like sucks into their energy and, you know, whatever. 7 days later, they're dead.
And you told me some stuff at the end about what happens, and I'm like, no, I will not watch that movie. And in fact, I wish I didn't know that part. I just don't want to know. Ugh.
But for horror fans, yeah, it would definitely it was a far better sequel than far better than the first one as far as the sequel is concerned.
And sound is everything. And the way you were saying about how it looked at the end with the sound of like
the way they
like
the way he does some of his camera work. This director, and he wrote it too. He does a really good job because like even the little scare pieces that he does at you, like. It's very interesting because it's all about her backstory with her boyfriend, and they got in a car accident. And there's just one part where her friend's like lying next to her, and all of a sudden she like opens up her eyes, and like the headlights and whatnot are coming out of her head, and like there's a big like a horn honking, and it was just the way he did it. Like, oh my gosh, that was an interesting way to do a scare tactic, like because that I don't know, like. like when I see a movie like
Jump
that,
scare behind your back.
that's kind of like something interesting and new, and had a lot of cool, interesting new ideas behind it.
Did he direct the first one? Mm-hmm. Oh, he did.
Yeah, same guy that did the first one. And of course, they leave it open for another one, so get ready for another Saw series, probably. Smile again.
I am out. I saw the first one. That's enough.
Yeah.
I'm out. Okay.
On the other side.
TV Land.
On TV Land.
You saw also. I fall asleep a lot. I am like nighttime. I like sleep. I choose sleep over lots of things.
I have a secret club I attend at night when she falls asleep.
Yeah, and you watched all of this on your own. I did not see one episode of this.
Right, Agatha all along on Disney Plus, which is sort of a spin-off of the WandaVision show that originally started on the Marvel series and stuff. If you know anything about it, it was from the WandaVision show.
That I watched.
And she was the bad witch in that, and this is her story of like what happened to her after she was. I forget what Wanda even did. She like banished her from this, that, and the other, and put a spell on her. And the way that this series was very inventive. I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was different, for sure.
Is it something your kids could watch?
I mean, for the most part, it's lighthearted. It's about these witches, but it's more or less, it's like Marvel. You know what I mean? So it's about these little powers that they have, and Agatha is accused of always taking everyone's power, and now she's been shunned to this witch's road that she has to go on to do these tasks in order to, get back to her life, and she's learning about herself along the way, and how she should treat people.
Good, which
Yeah. But it was good. She does a good job. I like the actress Catherine Hahn. She's pretty funny.
She's fun. What else was she in?
Step Brothers. She was the wife in Step Brothers who like peed in the urinal.
Yes. And always trying to sleep with.
John C. Reilly. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was hilarious.
She like lick his face or something.
Something like that.
Something
Said she wanted to roll him into a ball and do stuff like that. Yeah,
gross.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she was an Anchorman. She was even in that too.
Yeah, she's funny.
Yeah, she is. She's pretty funny.
Is she funny in Agatha all along? Is she
yeah. She totally leads the show.
Yeah, okay.
Because there's certain scenes where it's just the other witches, and then she'll come bursting in. You're like, dude, she really does kind of liven it up. It's kind of funny. It feels like dry and slow, and then she gets in there with these little quick-witted one-liners and stuff, and it's pretty good. She is. She's really good.
Love it. Another female-led show that we are watching together that I'm awake
favorites
for.
Yes,
Lioness.
Yes,
definitely by far one of my favorite shows.
Yeah,
still. Really like the actress.
The second season comes out blazing too. Jeez.
Yes. Holy moly, on fire, that first episode.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Because you kind of think the way it starts, like, okay, so this is what the series is going to be. They're going to have to try and find this woman that was kidnapped by a drug cartel.
Right.
And no, they get her quickly, but then it totally goes into on a path that you would not think it would go on,
Yeah.
It is good. I mean, Taylor Sheridan, he knows what he's doing.
He does. I
really
don't know
does.
how he can pop out so many good shows like that. Like, he just must be writing.
Or he's got AI doing it for him or something.
That depresses me.
No, I'm joking.
I don't
I'm
think
joking.
that.
No, it is good. It is very good. And in fact, I think tonight's episode
women empowerment.
Yes.
The finale is tonight.
Is the finale. Yep. The finale's and it's on Paramount Plus. Well, that's where we watch it.
What's her name again?
The actress Zoe Saldana. Saldana, I think
Zoe
Saldana. Saldana. She's good. She was,
Badass, man.
What was it? Gamora in Avengers. And, if you think about it, like I think they're talking about it on the radio where they're saying how she's been a part of some of the biggest movies ever. Like she's in the Avatar series, which is huge. And then she's in the Avengers and Marvel movies,
Yeah.
And it's like, geez, now in The Lioness doing this show.
Yeah.
It's like everything she's in, she's
one of my favorite actresses.
And she is. She's good at what she does.
So great.
She's always like an action star, but she'll do these little commercials where she's funny. And I'm like, dude, she should totally be doing like comedies. You know what I mean? She's pretty funny, but she's always just the badass action girl. And it's like, she totally doesn't even look the part. But she does it so well. Yeah, exactly. I mean, she's not like some huge, like Sarah Connor looking girl or something.
Yoked out muscles.
Yeah, she's like a little,
small
Puerto Rican or whatever she is.
I don't know. I don't think you can say that.
Oh, can we not say that?
We might have to like edit.
No. I think it's okay.
Her.
I figure where she is from.
I did like look it up, and like she is like a combination of different things.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And has like a very interesting story. Before becoming an actress and stuff. I like checked her out when Linus came out last season because I was so impressed with how like hiya she was with her fighting and skills and all the things,
Yeah.
I guess she fought in the Gardens of the Galaxy,
yeah, she did.
for sure.
And then there's been other movies too that she was in, Columbiana,
I've seen that one, yeah.
Yeah, no, we watched it.
Columbiana.
Yeah. I know Jack did. I think you were watching it with him, I thought. It's like her parents were murdered and she's going to go on revenge.
Oh, yes.
So yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right. I forgot that was her.
Yeah. Luc Besson. That guy's good. Professional, Fifth Element,
As
He
she gets older,
those.
maybe she'll do less action, more
Nicole
comedy.
Kidman side.
Yeah.
Be the
also
the
love
bureaucrat.
Nicole Kidman.
Yeah,
okay?
she's good. She has some great lines in the show too.
Yeah. Give it up, Nicole.
Yeah.
And she's also going to do a season 2 of that one where she's like the spiritual lady, which I really like.
What was that called?
I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't either.
This
Apple.
was not part of our pre-production.
It wasn't. Not part of the pre-production. We'll have to look into that.
Yeah. But
Johnny, can you look into that for us, please? Thanks. But another one also that Taylor Sheridan has done that we've been watching.
Is Landman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
And that's got some great one-liners in it too, especially from the girl,
the
actor or the attorney. The last episode.
Yes.
She had she just like went off on him, telling them what they're gonna do with that whole lawsuit and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is a good show.
What's the name of the actor that is?
Billy Bob Thornton.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Billy Bob Thornton, John Hamm, and Demi Moore. Right now, it's really more Billy Bob Thornton.
Than anything.
Not so much John Hamm and very little Demi Moore.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming they all as the season
I like their.
progresses.
Oh my gosh, John Hamm is good though. Like
He
the
is.
little bit that he's on, he's powerful. He's good. He's like the
Yeah.
boss, but you would like him.
Yeah.
Because some John Hamm.
Oh, he's
characters
sleazy.
you hate.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, for sure. Well, Bridesmaids. That's
Yeah,
what
like
we're
that's
referring
specifically what I'm
I
thinking
figured
about.
that's what you're talking about.
Yeah. But so
I guess this is kind of more of his like Mad Men sort of character,
I never watched that.
I never did either, but
Yeah.
I mean, but he was like way more sleazy, I guess, in that
okay.
show.
Okay.
So it's
Since
less
you
sleaze,
kinda
but
like
the same
him,
sort of business sort of character.
Demi Moore's his wife.
Mm-hmm.
She's got small parts, not big ones.
No, so far, she's like rooting the
Yeah.
daughter on at a game or something,
Yeah.
But I'm assuming she's in it because she's like labeled as the top 3, so she's got to
also
be
like super famous for
Yeah.
from all of her work. But
Yeah.
So, but anyway, Billy
It's
Bob
good.
Thornton definitely is running the show right now. Like he is the story. He's good, and he's
Yeah.
very like
and it's about oil.
yes,
essentially what
and
it's
the
about.
like life of being in that industry.
Yeah,
or
sort of the
owning
business.
it,
People
yeah.
owning it, the property values, rights, who can do what. Yeah, the crazy
Taylor
stuff that
Sheridan
happens in
writes
the
about
inside and
all sorts
outside.
of just different, just all over the place. He's
Yeah.
just like got all the different things.
Yeah, it's
We have
cowboys
not started.
and drugs and oil and Indians. Yeah, like Wind River. God, it's a great movie. I mean, like I said, I was telling you the other day, the weakest thing that he's ever made is that movie Things You Do Before You Die or something like that with Angelina Jolie, where
I
she was a
thought that was
smoke
a
jumper.
great
And I
movie.
mean, it was still a good movie, yeah. But I mean,
Yeah.
out of all of them, it was probably it was the one that had the least like one-liners in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the
Sure.
the two Hitman brothers. I thought there would have been more there. You
Yeah.
know, but I mean, but it was still good.
It's
Yeah,
still a great
I mean,
movie. Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah, you were saying that because I was like, I wonder if he's like cool, and you said he's kind of known to be. Like,
I've heard that
arrogant.
he's pretty arrogant. I don't know. I mean, I don't know the guy who. This is all you're
probably.
I'm not starting rumors.
Yeah, don't start rumors.
'Cause I don't need him coming down on me because he's huge in the Linus. He's in like the first 2 episodes.
I know he is huge.
And of course, he directs the first 2 episodes. And you notice when they introduce his character, it's like starts
on his arm.
Yeah. And pans, and it was like, well, of course he directed this episode. Like,
he knew it was going to be on camera, so he worked out hard.
Because then when they showed everyone else, it was like, hey, Johnny. It was kind of funny.
I mean, if I was directing my own show, I'd make myself look good too. Shoo.
Oh, no, not about
Here I am. But yeah, it's good. It's been pretty awesome. He's funny. Billy Bob is great. Funny.
I mean, it's like watching Bad Santa.
Yeah,
it's like those kind of one-liners,
And it's like watching Bad Santa with a daughter who's like really hot. And all the like funny things that happen around.
His ex-wife.
His ex-wife is beautiful, but she's like crazy.
Yeah, his daughter like takes advantage of him.
Yeah.
I want Whataburger. He's like, give me 3 fries and throw the rest away now.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So now when we get French fries, normally I don't order fries. So now I'll be like, can I have 3 fries?
Yeah. I'm not. Because
she's like a model, she only eats 3 fries. And then the Whataburger's wrapped in lettuce, which I know for a fact, I'll tell you right now, when you wrap a Whataburger in lettuce, it does not taste very good. Okay? Just
really?
Yes. But
it does?
Yes, it does.
What's the difference?
Ooh, that kind of sounds good. I kind of want that for lunch.
What's the difference?
The Whataburger is not. It's like more of a dry patty. It's not like flavorful.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
It doesn't have its flavor.
There's that whole
like
thing,
burger.
Whataburger or In-N-Out. And I mean, to me, like...
It is a frozen burger.
Yeah. Well, to me, like, when you drive past an In-N-Out, you smell an In-N-Out burger. When you drive past Whataburger, you don't smell anything.
No. But Whataburger has the best fried chicken sandwich.
Oh, yeah. Their chicken sandwiches are good.
All the chicken sandwiches I'm like I want that now
buffalo,
for lunch.
What is it called? The buffalo style, like ranch chicken melt or whatever.
I haven't had that one.
The buffalo style chicken strip melt or what? Oh, dude,
you're talking, but it's not the burger that Whataburger is good at. It's the chicken.
Even because their onion rings, like their fries are not good. Their fries are dry.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of their fries, but their onion rings are like those
In-N-Out's fries kind of flatter one.
But I like In-N-Outs over Whataburger.
Over Whataburger?
Yeah. That's just me, though.
Mosquito. It's too cold for a mosquito. Shouldn't it be dead by now?
I know. Where are you going? It should be dead. Stupid.
Oh, we're recording.
Oh, are we? Oh. But I just saw a nickel.
Oh, hallelujah.
Oh, the sun's coming out, so that's good.
Yay, warm it up.
So now our lighting's better, too, if you're looking online.
Yeah, what kind of music are we going out with today?
I guess we're done with our TVs, huh?
Yeah, we're done with all the TVs and all the thingies.
Let's see here. I thought we'd go out with, since we're kind of on the Christmas theme. We're Thanksgiving. We're getting into the holidays here.
Good.
I thought that we'd start with a little, to me, honestly, this is kind of one of my new favorite Christmas songs. Mm-hmm. I found this album last year, and it's by a band called the Los Straitjackets. And they do this album where it's just all Christmas songs.
Yeah.
And they do it in their style, which is kind of like a rockabilly surf rock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Good.
And it's got a tinge of Mexicana in it, of course.
Yeah.
But man, it's really good.
Yeah.
And so I thought I'd play this song, which I believe we played last year.
I think so too.
Linus and Lucy. It's the theme from the Peanuts, which we should watch.
I almost said from the Charlie Brown.
From the Charlie Brown. From the Charlie Brown. Okay, can we watch the Charlie Brown? That's what we should call it now. All right, guys. Guys have a great week.
Yep.
And we'll be back soon.
Yes.
It won't be, was it like a month or something?
It was like 3 weeks.
Okay, 3 weeks.
Okay.
We tried to do it last weekend, but then, things just get in the way. Family. That's how it works.
We appreciate your patience and would love to know that you're even listening.
Yeah. We'd be grateful.
For that.
We would have gratitude.
Very much so.
Be thankfulness.
Great way to bring it all the way around.
Boom! Circle! Got a bowl here. Got a bowl. All right, guys.
All right, baby. Push play.
Push play. You guys have a great day. Have a great week. And we love you.
Yep.
I don't disappear, ladies and gentlemen, but don't go away. Leave you in the capable hands of Los Straitjackets.
do it like the girl. Like they do it on the show.
Yeah.